Fashion forecasting. This term has been all over social media lately, but I don't think people truly know what it means or how it's done. The definition of fashion forecasting states, fashion forecasting is a career that focuses on upcoming trends. A fashion forecaster predicts the colors, fabrics, textures, materials, prints, graphics, etc. There are two types of fashion forecasting. One is short-term forecasting, which is done about 2 years in advance of a trend, and the other is long-term, which is done about 5 to 10 years in advance. So where do trends actually begin? Well, it all starts with the fashion designer. They design their collections 2 or 3 years in advance, and they know, because they've done the research, what trends will be hot in the next 2 years to come. And in some cases, designers consult with stylists. I consult with fashion brands all the time because I am a fashion forecaster, and I can let them know what's coming down the pipeline and what they should focus on in their collection. Next up is the fashion buyer. The fashion buyer is the person who purchases the designs from the designer from the recent collection based on the trends so that they are current in their store. Next up is the fashion editor. The fashion editor is the person who's writing about the trends so that people know what to buy. Think of your top 5 fashion trends for fall or winter. That's the fashion editor. And now the consumer knows what's trending for the season and what to buy. But it all starts here 2-3 years before it's even available in stores. Here I'm speaking to InStyle about gothcore being a trend. This is where I told Refinery 29 that lime green would be the color for spring, and we saw it everywhere. This is me on Fox News talking about winter trends. None of these examples are fashion forecasting. They are trend pushing because the trends were already decided 2 or 3 years in advance. Being a fashion forecaster is so much deeper than just knowing about fashion. You have to be able to predict moods, behaviors, spending habits. You have to factor in science and technology, and you, most importantly, need to have an extensive knowledge of fashion history because everything repeats itself. The war happened in 1918. Right after that were the 20s, and people were back outside. Fresh off the pandemic, back outside, history repeating itself. Go ahead and screenshot this page, save this video, and like and follow for more fashion tips and knowledge.